Well, hello, Gundam fam. Welcome to the Gundam Guys. I'm Jeffrey.
And I'm Keenan.
And welcome to episode 14.
Yep.
Not counting bonus episodes.
Not counting bonus episados.
Keenan, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
Fabulous. Let me tell y'all, it has been a week. Ooh. The Sailor Stars Part 1 came out. Living for it. I still have 2 episodes left, so we are gonna wrap this shit up so I can go and watch Sailor Aluminum Siren and Sailor Lead Crow fuck some shit up.
Good to know where your priorities lie.
Listen, I know who I am. The people know who I am. And okay, so Go-Go Power Rangers ended its initial run. But they already decided to bring it back and keep it going as of next month with the new Necessary Evil storyline, which is going to cross over with the main series. But that's
the comic line going on, right?
Yes. So there's the main one, there's Mighty Morphin, and then there's Go-Go, which was the prequel to Green with Evil, which was a more character-based comic, and it's my favorite thing Power Rangers has ever done, aside from season 1. And so they did a big finale issue for basically where the series would end, and they planned to end it. They had planned to end it apparently a couple times, because it was just like the side series, but then because it gained a lot of popularity, especially after Shattered Grid, they decided to ride it out, and now they've ended where the writer's doing the entire comic himself, and now he's bringing in a co-writer to help with that while he's actually taking over the main Mighty Morphin book. And the finale fucking ruled. And if you have not read any Power Rangers comics, one, they're all good, but Go-Go Power Rangers is perfect from issue 1 to the Forever Rangers finale. I love it so much. So yeah, I had a great nerd week.
Yeah.
How are you, Keenan?
Welcome to the Power Rangers podcast starring Jeff.
Listen, you asked me how my week was. I want to tell you about all the wonderful things. And also, if y'all follow us on Twitter, you saw how my week was, because I shared a lot. No new episode of Ryu Soldier. I was a little sad, but it gave me a chance to watch some more Sailor Stars this morning. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. Have my bagels. How about you, Keenan?
I'm doing pretty good. While we're still on the Power Ranger train, I do want to update something. If y'all remember, a couple episodes ago, Jeff was kind enough to buy me a gift.
Like 3 months ago, yes.
Well, yeah, 3 months in our time.
Yes. I gave you a book with 6 chapters.
With 6 chapters, and it's taken me forever to read it because I am a slow-ass reader and very forgetful. So I finished it. It's one of the coolest comics I've ever read.
It's very good. It's super fun. It's the Power Rangers Justice League crossover, and it's a really good time.
Just to clue everybody in on it, Kimberly becomes Green Arrow with boxing glove arrows.
It's very good.
And shoots it at Lord Zed.
Doesn't she dress up as Green Arrow when they're powerless?
So yeah, I think so, yeah.
Because I know they each dress up as like a Justice League member when they're powerless, just to go.
Or they stole like some villain's suit or that they stole like like
spoilers.
Yeah.
For you people who come here for the Gundam, spoilers for
that comic.
2-year-old Power Rangers comic. You're welcome.
Tommy was in Lex Luthor's power suit.
It's great.
Cool.
But anyway, Keenan.
But enough about that. We got Gundam to talk
Tell me about the episode because, as you all may remember,
we had a conniption about last time.
Had a severe meltdown over the behavior of our hero's mother.
Jeffrey became like Amuro for a moment.
I had a lot of opinions on the behavior of that woman who we shall never speak of again because I just assumed she died after that episode.
much like Dozel, dead and never to be seen again.
This is just how I deal with characters I hate. They're dead to me and they're just dead to the show in my mind.
So yeah, last time we thought we were gonna have a nice little beach episode with everybody because they all just wanted to take a little break from all the battles.
That's right. I forgot it started out a super cute beach episode before it got miserable.
Yep. Amuro paid a visit to his hometown to find out that it's crawling with drunk Federation soldiers who got left behind in the war. And
I finally have learned how to distinguish the 2 uniforms of Zeon and the Federation. Yeah, you were so proud of me.
I was. You're growing.
I just want to remind you about how proud I made you.
That's good. I'll tell you what I'm actually proud of with you is that
do tell.
because of your investment in this show, one, that makes me super happy that you're invested in it.
Yay!
But every time I go back to edit these episodes, I always find that your commentary, one, it makes me laugh all the time. And two, is that it nails everything that I love about this series, and you do a very good job of explaining that to our listeners. So I want to thank you for that.
Oh, Keenan. That's so... Oh, my boy. Thank you.
My boy.
Listen, y'all, I adore me some Keenan. My dear friend. Thank you, Keenan. That was very sweet. I'm glad you enjoy, since Keenan does do the majority of the work on this podcast, and I come in every Friday to get my sass on, and then every Monday I listen to the second to most recent episode.
Yeah.
Just to make sure just to listen through to try to make sure I didn't say anything horrifically offensive.
Yeah.
And then I tell Keenan, if there's anything, or I usually just tell him it's perfect. You do an amazing job, because he does.
Oh.
So, I'm very, that means a lot because you work so hard. I'm glad that my contributions help you enjoy the process.
You're so kind, Jeff.
I know.
Except when you're not.
Excuse you. That's it. The podcast is ending until episode 15.
Which I can't wait to cover that. But we got to cover episode 14 first.
I'm very concerned.
Let's just say that there's an interesting thing that happened production-wise with episode 15. And that's what I have looking forward. It's going to be pretty interesting.
Okay.
For those of you who have hit me up on Twitter about that, trust me, I'm aware of it. And I have plans.
Did they use the hashtag Mobile Suit Jeffrey?
Yep.
Yes, y'all are kings and queens. Thank you. Thank you for using the hashtag and for chatting with Keenan about the cool stuff that I'm not allowed to know yet. Which we're getting more nice things on Twitter from people who are discovering us. It's very exciting. It makes you feel very loved, and I need that in my life.
Yeah, I saw what hit the account today.
Yeah, we've got Andrew sharing with us some toy info that we're saving for a bonus episode. We're extremely grateful to him, and not only for listening, but also for sharing that. Fernando, as always, is joy. It's really cool.
He said right as the episode dropped, you're just I'm immediately putting on my headphones.
And I was like, yes, listen to my breakdown over my boyfriend dying.
Yep. About this time, before this episode releases, Garma's death just went out. So
if you all listen, when we're recording this, you were all listening, unless you're from the future, further future than when this is out. I mean, the future. Then you are listening to, or you have listened to the episode where Garma died, and I got very upset.
But it's one of the best episodes in the whole show.
I do agree. That is one of my favorite episodes, as is, I haven't listened to it yet, but I do enjoy, I remember enjoying doing episode 13, so I'm excited to hear it.
Oh, yeah. And that was certainly prevalent based on how much you hated his mom.
I really did.
Don't get me wrong. I
really hated her.
Terrible. But her being terrible was definitely a bonus for that episode because it created a lot of drama. And
I am very dramatic.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant for the show? I got you.
Yeah, for the show.
For Mobile Suit Gundam. Yes, that makes much more sense.
To a point where you almost broke my mic because you got so
right. Bad. I did hit the mic by accident. Y'all, I had a moment last week. But what do we have to look? What's the episode name? Because here's the things I know. I know that girl from that woman from Federation's coming back with the red hair.
Lieutenant Matilda.
Love her. Don't say it that way. You sound like Amuro. We know how he feels about her. And
that's the point.
Keenan.
Keenan. He's just in love with Lieutenant Matilda.
No. All these characters are sexless, and we're just leaving it at that. Yes, Lieutenant Matilda's back, and I'm sure Amuro shall swoon.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully the narrator won't help this time with his swooning. That would be great. And I know they're going to fall into some kind of trap, I think. There look to be a trap in the preview.
It looks like Zeon's up to something.
They're scheming, y'all.
We just have to find out what it is.
Scheming and a plotting.
So this episode...
Also, we haven't seen our dude in the blue gun, in the blue not Zaku.
Yeah, Rambaral.
Episodes, yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't showed up with the goof in an
that's
episode
right, the boof or the goof.
The goof.
The goof.
Or guff.
Or the guff. But the goof.
It's
like the goof troop?
Yeah, like Goof Troop. It's never been verbally stated what the name of that mobile suit is. So.
I love that it's the goof, though.
But if anybody does know, hit us up on Twitter about that.
Wait, you don't actually know if it's the goof?
That's what I was saying, is that it's never been said orally how to pronounce that name.
I'm going to make a poll.
Oh, are we doing our first Twitter poll?
Maybe. We'll see how lazy I am.
Hopefully not lazy enough. Oh, now he's getting the silent treatment.
You know what, y'all? I'm taking away Keenan's part. We're jumping to my part. Keenan, as you know, I find it indescribable, unacceptable, horrific, and a shame to sit down to enjoy an anime without a snack. And today,
what do we got today?
Snack it. You stepped on my bit. This is all I have. This is my biggest contribution to the show.
I just gave you a whole minute praise, and
then you spit in my face by jumping in.
Your only contribution to this show. How dare you?
And today's snack is, Keenan, jalapeno poppers.
Yay, jalapeno poppers.
Yeah. Yeah, and I hope they give you the shits after your behavior this evening. But anyway, we are going to go, and we are going to watch episode 4. Was there any more information you want to partake?
I'll just go ahead and put the air dates for this episode, because I feel like this episode we're going to have a lot to talk about. So the air dates for this episode were July 6, 1979 in Japan, and in the US, it aired on August 9th, 2001.
Wait, they skipped my birthday.
They jumped your birthday.
Oh, fuck this. I'm so... I see you, Toonami, and I'm judging.
2001 Toonami.
Yeah, how dare.
How dare. We're going to go eat the jalapeno poppers. We're going to go watch the episode, and we will be right back.
See you soon. And we're back, y'all. And guess what? I think this is going to be a short one, because really nothing happened, but also the best stuff happened.
It was a really good episode.
It was super fun. Okay, this is what episode 7 would be if it was good.
Yeah.
Nothing happened in this episode of any consequence, but it was a hella fun episode. Not fun for anyone in the episode. A lot of people were crying. I was having a great time because I thought the whole thing was super silly, even if they didn't totally intend it to be. But I had a great time.
Yeah. And
Amuro had a bad day. I had a great day.
Yeah. Thankfully, this episode didn't give me mood whiplash like some other shows have tended to do in the past.
No, this is a pretty, it was just a pretty even good fun episode.
This is what filler usually is meant to be when it's done well.
Yes, because I love me some filler as long as it's a good time, and this was a good time.
Yeah, and not only was it a good time, we actually did get a little more information about some of our characters.
Yes, and after we finished watching, Fernando, who let us know this morning how excited he was to listen to episode 10, has since said, you guys are the best. My workday went by so much better listening to you guys. Thank you guys for making this podcast. I've been a Gundam fan for years now, and it's great to hear from other fans. Thank you, Fernando. You make, as I tweeted back to you, no, you are the best, and you made our day with that.
Fernando, you are the best.
You rule. Love you the most. And I hope now you are enjoying this during your workday. So,
yeah.
Hey, we got you. We're your backup in your earphones. We are here to make your day go by easier, because I know that's what all my favorite podcasts do for me.
Yeah, we just want to have fun and share what we love with everybody.
Yes. Speaking of what I love, we were introduced to who I hope are the new recurring villains, who are my favorite villains on the show, and I think they're the best.
The Bros.
Yeah, the Bros. There's this new villain squad. They're called the Bros. They don't call themselves the Bros. Keenan dubbed them the Bros, and I highly approve of that.
Think about
that moniker.
These guys are the broiest bros that ever broed in the show.
Yeah, at first I kept being like, they're so stupid. They're so stupid. And then my tone changed to prove my love for them, where I was like, they're so stupid. I love them.
And not only that, they relish in their own stupidity.
They do. Like, they had as much fun in this episode as we had watching them. Half of Whitebase is crying.
Yeah.
Our old friend Omer is just sobbing. You know our old friend Omer, who we know
Omer.
so well?
Our bomb disposal guy. He's
We're going
always
to get
been
to
on
him later, but I have opinions on that. But yeah, like, they're real dumb and I love them. But first, in the opening, they probably have said this. They probably said this last week, but I did not notice it till this week. They straight up refer to Giran as Zeon's leader, not
Degwin.
Yes, the old one.
So, good catch. They did not mention that last time.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, ho, I'm so smart. What?
However, that's
What?
not accurate.
Okay, but is it though? Here's the thing. Technically, is he the leader? No.
As far as we know, like, if you were seeing this for the first time, yeah, you totally buy that, like, okay, he's actually the leader because the narrator told us so.
Yes, here's the thing. If you go to Zeon HR, I'm sure on the paperwork, under Degwin, boss, under Giran, upper management.
Yeah.
However, I think the narrator, you know, your nemesis, was admitting that Giran is the in-sync, no string attached puppet master.
Right. So this is a thing that is interesting about watching this show again, is there's much more information that has come out in recent years that revolves around this, especially when they release Gundam The Origin, which right now it's going to be airing on Toonami. So if you want to catch it, go watch Gundam The Origin.
Yeah, you all go watch. I can't watch it for 10 years.
Right.
No, 20 years.
20
But I'm so excited for you all to watch it. I can't wait to watch it when I'm 50.
Yeah, so if you happen to miss it, because it's quite possible, because they only did a very short streaming run of the OVAs for Gundam The Origin on Crunchyroll, on Hulu. I don't know if it's still there. They might have taken it down. But yeah, they recut it into a 13-episode series. I believe it was 13. But now it's a TV cut as opposed to the short films. So go watch it. It's a great time, especially if you're a fan of the Universal Century.
Now, is it done separately as a TV show like this and the movies? Or is it just they cut up the OVA to air as TV episodes?
They cut up the OVA to do TV.
Okay.
But
y'all, please go watch it for me, because I have to wait until we get to season 20 as I so beautifully arrange the schedule. So you all have a wonderful time. Don't tell me how it is.
No, this is great. You'll be able to live how everybody else did, where you had to wait 20 years before this comes out.
Actually, well, thankfully, no, they had to wait like almost 40 years. They had to wait like 30, 35 years.
That's true.
Thankfully, there are less Gundam seasons, and there will be less season of the Gundam guys than there are years since Gundam debuted. Thank fucking God. Because I am so excited to go through what currently I have scheduled out for 24 seasons of Gundam guys. Mm-hmm. However, I do like the idea that we have a little bit of a catch-up window.
Yeah.
To try to keep up with the series.
And there'll be some fun pit stops on the way.
Let me tell you, I'm the most excited for is season 4, which is just the movies and random shit. Like, I can't wait for Char's counterattack, even though I have no idea what that's going to be about.
Mm-hmm. There's F91.
Yeah, that I believe is in our season 4. That's because that's when they came out with the juicy stuff in the middle.
Yeah.
Between a Double Zeta and Victory.
Right. Yeah, and also I believe 0080 came out in the year prior
if
or the
we
year
can
after.
Find it, we will watch SD Gundam, the original, in season 4. That's when I have it scheduled. Should we be able to find a way to watch it?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Thankfully, we have 3 years before I have to make that happen, but You know what, Keenan? Listen, I know I work so hard.
You do.
But you know what? Out of the kindness of my heart.
I'm not saying that as a part of the bit. I actually do think you do work
Thank
hard.
you. But out of the kindness of my heart, while you are editing, loading the episodes, doing the description, really picking the title, because I give you options, but then you pick the title, and doing basically all of the hard work, I will take on the struggle of figuring out how we can watch SD Gundam.
I appreciate that.
And likely for legal reasons, none of you will never ever know how we do it. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we'll figure it out.
It's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
But in the meantime...
So you want to talk about how a magician randomly showed up in this?
Okay, but I love this. And let me tell you why I love this. I love that Zeon has like their own USO.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very upset we saw the magician and not Zeon Phyllis Diller come out to talk about her husband, like, Fing.
Or Zeon's Bob Hope.
Yeah, like, you know, like, Phyllis would always talk about her husband, Fang. I want, like, fake Zeon Phyllis Diller to call about, you know, come out and talk about, like, her husband, Fong. Like, I wanted an episode that was just the Zeon USO tour.
That would have been awesome.
Which you could do because Avatar The Last Airbender did that in their last season.
Oh, yeah.
The Ember Island Players.
Yep. Which was great.
Oh, one of my favorite episodes. And it's a recap episode. Oh, so good. But that's why I was hoping this was, but no, the magician goes away really fast. Also, the guys are really shitty to the magician.
They're also voiced by maybe like 3 people.
Yeah, and they're all super mad that the magician made doves appear because they were like, no, he's going to poop on our weapons.
Yeah, especially this one guy who's cleaning his Zaku right now only to have a dove just land on there and he's like, no, go away!
Yeah, the poor magician, rough crowd.
He did have a nice snazzy suit, though.
He did. Listen, let me tell you, he was looking fly as hell. He was working the big tall hat and the coat and the, I believe, bow tie. I could be wrong.
He had a bow tie.
Yeah, you know what? He was putting in the work, putting in the hours, building up the resume. Get it.
Yeah, so the reason why they pan the camera by following the bird over to this guy who's yelling at the bird now, cleaning the Zaku, is we're getting our introduction to the bros that we mentioned. This is our first one. This guy is Giel. And Giel, as we will soon learn, is the only Zaku pilot in this entire troop.
Yeah, he is. He really is. And but you know what? He tries.
Yeah. Big respect to the guy who can pilot the giant robot while nobody else can. Or they just don't have the resources, as they will remind us later on in this episode. Yeah, he yelled at that bird because, you know, I get it. You just had your robot washed and, you know. Yeah,
so you yell at, listen, I had a dove land on the balcony of my apartment. I named it Snowfall. It was adorable. It pooped the fuck all over my balcony, but you know what? I was just very nice to it. Not nice enough that it would like set up shop, but I made sure, you know, just to keep checking on it while it took a little nappy nap before it flew away.
Yeah. And then we hear the other 2 bros as a part of our bro trio, as it were.
It grows into like a bro-talion.
Oh yeah, for sure. But we got to build them up a little bit first.
Yeah,
so
Krillin's hanging out with yet another Ocean voice actor from the Ocean dub of DBZ days.
Yeah, good catch. Because that is Terry Klassen, and Terry Klassen was the Ocean dub voice for Krillin. He was also in a lot of other stuff that I was surprised to read about. Just, you know, doing a quick once-over.
Oh, yeah, Keenan's got that IMDb at the ready. We are professionals here, people.
He did a lot of voice directing, as it turns out. Like,
really? Get it.
Like, he did Johnny Test, Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Okay.
Card Captors.
Ooh. I'm all for this lineup. As an adult, I don't enjoy Ed, Edd n Eddy, but as a kid, that was my shit. When they built the fake cardboard city... Y'all, I was chuckling for days.
Are you familiar with a show called Martha Speaks? I've never heard of this.
Nope.
Apparently he got nominated for a Daytime Emmy for that show.
Oh, Get it, Krillin?
So good job, Krillin. That is super cool. It was also cool to hear you in the show, much like we heard Piccolo in episodes before.
I was super excited for him.
And he voices Chief Petty Officer Quarren.
Do they even say his name? I don't
They
remember.
do.
See, you all know how good. By this point, you all know how skilled I am at hearing these details like names.
Yeah. It's okay. Gundam forgets them sometimes.
Keenan?
I mean, not like Omar, though. You always remember Omar.
Well, obviously, I mean, Omar's been here forever, and he's our favorite character. Like, you all know,
Yeah.
like, we talk about him every week. You know Omar?
He's been there from the beginning,
Yeah, like, like Dawn was there from the beginning of Buffy and, never made, know. Exactly, like, Keenan?
Yeah.
What's wrong with Krillin's face?
So, the poor guy suffers from a case of the googly eyes.
Yeah, and let me tell you, I never want to hear another fucking complaint about Sailor Moon Crystal as long as I live. As long as whatever we just witnessed with his face, with like one eye was on his cheek, I never want to hear about Ray's droopy eye for the rest of my life. I know you wouldn't, but if any of you shitty Sailor Moon fans out there who beline my beloved Crystals, most of it fair. Like, it does not affect my enjoyment of the show, but most of it is fair. But after what I saw today, I was like, never again.
Alex, buddy, if you're listening to this podcast, I'm sure Jeff and you will get along nicely.
Does he also enjoy Crystal?
He does enjoy Crystal.
See, there you go. The storytelling is excellent.
But
that's besides the point.
He definitely has a lot of complaints about it.
Well, you know what? He can get over it because I love it so much.
Anyway, so Chief Petty Officer Quarren also has another buddy named Sol.
Also, don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how much it tickles me that the word petty is part of his title.
Oh, that's an actual military rank, but...
Yes, but also, it is who he is
it's
as a
so
person.
fitting.
Like, he is Petty McPederson until he's not, which is my favorite part of his character development.
Yeah.
Is that all the bros are one character until they're another one, and it's hysterical.
I mean, that is pretty human. We're not very consistent all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm consistently perfect. I haven't heard these lies.
That being the case, I'll tell you what isn't perfect, though, is the plan that they are going to come up with together.
Though, you know what? It's better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Because watching these, how do I say this diplomatically? Morons sitting in a circle devising this plan to, like, destroy the Gundam, I was like, guys... Boo, he destroyed an army by himself. I don't know what you all are coming up with here.
They clearly don't know that. As they're sitting around, having coffee, sitting on, crates and chatting with each other.
Oh, yes, and we should say, they don't know what's really up with Gundam.
No, they don't.
Because they even say, well, they only got one mobile suit. And that's it for their defense. And I was like, ooh, sweetie, no, honey, no. One, not all they have. Two, even if it was, that's a lot packed into one that you are not prepared for.
And not to mention, White Base itself, which is a super space fortress.
Yeah, which they don't seem to get. They seem to think White Base is just a ship.
Yeah. Here's my favorite thing, though, about this plan is the whole reason they came up with this plan is to go home.
Yes. Because Zeon doesn't want them because they're idiots, so they stuck them in the woods.
Yeah, they're just a part of this small little patrol group. And I thought when they said, this is when I saw this the first time, back when I was a kid, I was like, because I remember like hearing other like stand-up comedians talk about like if they were in a war situation, all they would have to do is stick out their pinky, get shot, and then they get a Purple Heart and go home. I thought this was what their plan was.
No, it's so much better.
No, it's way better than that. But...
I love these boys so much. And my favorite part, one, I hope that Garma was their commanding officer. And I hope, like, he had one of his fancy parties at the mansion. Okay, this is how I'm picturing it. He has the fancy party. Iselina's there with her shitty father. And here are these boys over in a corner, just like in their wife beaters, just chatting and getting their drink on. And Garma's like, they're dirty, put them in the woods. And that is where we have, and that is where we have left off.
Like they barged into the party uninvited.
Oh no, then he just killed them. He invited them because he wanted to sort out like the class from the trash. And he was like, these over there, give them a magician, they'll be thrilled. And then just sends them on their way.
Right.
Who knows? Good on the Zeon USO for showing up to the like 5-man battalion in the woods.
Right. They do mention that they've got a very nervous commanding officer who probably wouldn't send them out despite the warning that they got that, the feds are nearby.
Do we ever see him?
Their commanding officer?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't think so. I was like, these guys seem to be operating on their own.
Yeah, that's for sure. But you know what they said? Quaron says like, hey, we're not going to get in trouble as long as nobody gets killed. Great. Great plan.
I mean, technically they're not wrong, but also they're real dumb, and I love them.
They're fantastic.
Like, okay, here's a comparison that Keenan won't get, but if any of y'all...
How do you know I won't get it?
Well, maybe you will. If any of y'all have ever watched Gosei Sentai Dairanger, and a wonderful, my favorite season of Sentai, there's this group called the Three Stooges, and it's these 3 idiots, these 3 monsters, who, they're recurring villains, but they're useless, basically, and basically they just trick the Dairangers into, like, sports that include explosives, trying to blow them up, but they're so bad at their jobs, it never happens. That's who these guys were, and I want them to come back every, 10 episodes. I just want, the bros are back. And they're like, guys, today we got it. Yes, this is the day we get the Gundam.
Out of curiosity.
Yes.
Because I know I've heard Dairanger before.
Dairanger.
Where, what outfits were the suits?
Ironic you should say that.
Was one of them the one they would use for Tommy as the White Ranger?
Correct! Okay, I thought I had you, but yes.
Okay.
They kept the other 5 with the Zyuranger suits from Mighty Morphin Season 1.
Yeah.
And they gave Tommy the white Dairanger suit from Mighty Morphin Season 2. And that's where the Thunder Megazord and the White Tiger Zord come from. Y'all have so much patience with me with how much I bring Power Rangers up on this show. And that's why I love y'all.
Listen, you
love me for who I am, and that's all I can ever ask.
and that the same goes for me. We appreciate it. I will say, though, you did make a promise that every episode would have a Power Rangers reference and a reference to SD Gundam.
Okay, it wasn't so... First of all, SD Gundam Force, get your shit right. Secondly, I don't think it's so much as a promise as a threat that I have carried out completely by accident, because I can draw everything to Power Rangers or Sailor Moon, which I literally opened the episode with. You're all welcome.
Anyway, so these clowns have apparently a crazy kooky plan, ready to, spring on
we don't know the
feds.
plan yet, right? We don't find out the plan until... Because what I thought the plan was, which was shoot at him, I was yelling at the TV, you morons. And then once we found out what the plan really was...
I told you, it's not as dumb as it is, huh?
No.
But we're done with them for now. We gotta go see how the White Base crew is doing.
Yes, Matilda's in town.
Yeah, she stopped by because she heard, hey, your engines are not doing so well. Let me have my boys give you a little bit of a tune-up.
And then let me remind you how you are bait and a crash dummy.
To which Bright is not happy about that at all, until Matilda drops that... You're now an ensign.
Yes, explain this to me, because when she said it, I was like, okay.
So
when she said it, and first of all, I was like, wait, I thought he was Noah Bright. Is Noah short for ensign? And also, that's terrible nickname.
No,
but
Bright Noah is his full name.
But then when he did his when we saw his reaction, I was like, oh, that must be a military title. Do explain, Keenan.
Ensign is a military title. So Bright is not technically White Base's captain yet. At least
we know they've tried to arrest him for it.
Yeah, he's just acting as it for now, but there's no official documentation. They didn't give him the promotion or anything like that. But General Revel, the head of the Space Force, decided to... I'm not sure if it's pity from him, because Matilda does mention that the Federation as a whole didn't abandon them because essentially they put too much money into White Base. So we can't afford to have you guys lose.
The Federation. Y'all, if the Zeon weren't Nazis, I'm not sure I would root for the Federation, because they're really bad at everything. And she even says at one point, she's like, oh, you're going to be in charge until we eventually, probably not anytime soon, but eventually find you a new CO. And I was like, please don't, because the last one just sat there with his shot arm being a tool, like giving bad ideas.
Oh, extremely.
We don't need a new commanding officer. They're fine.
Yeah. So, and Matilda was definitely being a little shady about this, where she was like, we're going to offer you a promotion and we're not going to court-martial you because we want to keep White Base around.
Yeah, to which I was like, what did he do that was wrong? Side 7 got blown to hell and they had to escape. It was take White Base, die. Those were our options. That's all he had. And then he went to Luna 2, and y'all were going to court-martial him for bringing you White Base, which you want. The Federation. I swear to God, Keenan. They are on the list.
Yeah. So, orders from the top down now means that Bright got his promotion to ensign, which essentially is like
Is it above petty?
I'm not sure if it's above petty.
Oh my God, they could make Krillin the captain of White Base. There's one I would accept. He jumps over to the Federation side. He takes over as the shitty boss. I love this plan.
It's funny you say that, because later on in this episode, due to things that happen, Chief Petty Officer Krillin says that, oh, we should recruit Amuro to our side.
Yeah. No, you guys come over there.
Right. I'm not sure if they would like that.
I don't know. The ending really leaves how they would feel about that up in the air.
Well, we'll see if they feel the same way if they ever meet people like Federation government.
I feel like they'll never come back, and I'm so upset about it. Like,
Probably
you already
not.
stripped Garma from me. Don't take away my bro squad, too.
And we've only seen Hot Dad in a flashback.
Oh my God! Hashtag Daddy come home. Where is he?
Still have yet to be found. Anyway, so an ensign, from what little research I did about it, is it's a junior officer, but has a little bit more of a commanding station. So I'm not sure like how far down the line an ensign really is, especially because ensign means different things in different countries. Like a US ensign is not the same as a French ensign. Like ensign was originally meant as the flag carrier. Like that's the guy who runs out to battle with a flag and yelling "Ah!" with all the the drum corps and everything.
Congratulations, Noah. You get to hold the flag. You know what I love about this though?
The flag, actually, it's very fitting. Actually, the flag is White Base.
Really?
In a metaphorical sense, he's in charge of White Base. He's carrying the flag.
Oh, okay. At first I thought you were saying the Federation flag symbol is White Base. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then you're like, yeah, he carries it. And I was like, okay, we're not talking about the same thing.
No.
But you know what I love about this?
Yeah.
Noah pretty much gets promoted from a shitty position to a less shitty position, correct?
Yeah, that's basically what it amounts to.
Here's the thing, though. He's so capable. He's so good at what he does. He has the respect of the whole crew. Yeah, sometimes they get pissed at him, and sometimes Mirai reminds him she's the actual boss. But overall, it's extremely impressive that I honestly, until this episode, or even up till Luna 2, thought he was much higher ranked and much more important and integral in the hierarchy of the Federation military than he actually is. I think he is outstanding, and I hope in later seasons, don't react to this, look the other way. I hope in later seasons, we come back and he's like in charge of the Federation military. That's what I want. You may look back now. You have a lovely profile, Keenan. Very
you.
even.
Thank you. So yeah, that's Matilda's standpoint is like, we're not going to arrest you. We're going to give you a little bit of a boost.
She has this shit-eating grin on the whole time.
But we're going to be tracking your every movement, and we're using you as guinea pigs.
Yeah, she's like, guess what? You get to keep flying in enemy territory, getting shot at, so you can collect data. What'd you think about that, right? It's awesome.
And you guys are really good at it, so good job, yay!
Yeah, she's a real shitty to him, which made me like her much better. Because P.S., she has a huge smile on while she's telling him all this horrible information.
Yeah, like, just this sly, like, I know exactly where your place is.
Yeah, and every time he's like, what about this? She goes, oh, you're doing fine, Ensign. To try to be like, it's like, hey, you got promoted, but also I'm going to use it to talk to you like a child. Because in comparison to me, why isn't she take over White Base? We've seen her more than any other Federation person. All she does is drive like carriers that get shot at, as far as we know.
That's her job, though. She doesn't need to go operate White Base.
They might as well keep her around. If she's so concerned about the gay commanding officer, why not her?
I'd honestly rather not that she sticks around, because speaking of children, Amuro wants to try and get in the scene.
Okay, here's the thing I will say. I want to just say this up front. They played Amuro's feelings towards her much more in a cute crush way than last time, when the narrator's like, he learned the charms of a woman. No, this time, this little doofus, he's like, there's a pretty lady. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to climb a loud, creaky metal ladder. We don't actually hear the creaks, but if you climbed a metal ladder, you know.
Oh, don't worry. It doesn't take Bright long to spot.
Yeah, to spy on these two grown adults. They'll never notice me and my grandma fro coming up these stairs.
In my bright blue uniform.
Yeah, like that perm is so hard to miss. He's fine. He'll blend right in.
My favorite thing about this is that as soon as Bright sees him, he's just like, Amuro, what are you doing here? Go to bed.
Yes. Well, that's the thing, because my favorite part is Bright doesn't get it. She, I think, gets it. I think she knows what's up.
But she also tells him to go to bed.
Well, she does, but she seems like to know what's up. Like, oh, this kid has a crush on me. Bright just seems to think Amuro's decided to go climb a ladder tonight and just happened to climb the ladder that led to him.
Right. So yeah, he kind of sheepishly goes back, after Matilda. I mean, she doesn't say it the same way I said it. It's more like in like I guess in like a motherly kind of way.
Yeah, it's very like mother teacher, like it's not flirty. It is like, I am your mentor, and Pilot, it really is important that you go get, which thank God it's not flirty. That's all I have to say.
Oh yeah, that'd be
very
real
concerned.
That'd be real weird.
After last time when I saw she was coming back, I'm like, please don't make it weird, y'all. And thankfully they did not. I was like, remember, she's an adult, he's a child. Let's keep it classy.
He goes away. One other thing I'd like to mention, because this sounds like it would be important, is that during Matilda and Bright's conversation, she mentions that, as Jeff brought up, they are going to give them a commanding officer at some point. We don't have the men to spare for that because we're about to go to Europe to do this really big operation.
Okay, few things. One, I missed the part about the Europe operation, but boy, I'm fucking excited to know
what the Europe operation is. That's good.
2, I was very upset when she said that eventually they're going to give them a new commanding officer, because in my first reaction was like, oh, they'll probably forget or never get around to it. And I was like, no, but they set up on the show, which means one's going to show up eventually, and I bet they're going to be the worst. So
who knows at this point?
Yeah, who knows? But I was like, it felt like she was there to like set up some stuff from down the line. Mm-hmm. Europe battle. Europe plan, whatever that is, sounds great. New CO, thumbs down. Thumbs way down.
2 thumbs way down.
Yes.
You know who else gives 2 thumbs way down? Is Frau when she spots Amuro.
Love her. Keenan, I have a question.
Yeah.
Obviously, without spoiling anything going forward, Are we supposed to think that Frau's into Amuro, or is it like a sister thing where no one is ever good enough for you?
I mean, this is open to interpretation. Like, when I saw this the first time, I definitely got the impression that it's like, no, Frau actually does have a legitimate crush on Amuro, but we have to drag out the relationship for drama, so, it's gonna remain TV teen angst for a little bit.
Well, that's the thing. I couldn't tell. I'm like, is she into him, or is she just like his best friend who, while doesn't want him romantically, still wants all his, attention to herself? Because, like when you're like, especially when you're younger and you have a super, super close friend, right? And then they start dating someone, even though you're not romantically interested in them, you get jealous because they spend a lot of time with that person. And obviously he is not, and will not ever date Lieutenant Matilda until at least he's like in his 30s and she's in his 40s. That is when I will accept it. But it could, like, I could see that as Frau being like, stop creeping on that adult.
You would have thought that based on the reaction when Amuro first met Matilda, because you remember what she did?
Yeah, she stuck her tongue out at him.
Yeah, she's like, bleh.
Yeah, this one was much more seemed jealous because she seemed like sad.
Yeah, she was kind of depressed about it.
Yeah, like she was like, it was getting on her. It was not getting on her nerves, but it was getting her down.
I don't want to give you the wrong impression. The facts are that, yes, they are childhood friends and they've known each other forever. But just based on what we see, you can definitely see the seeds that they're planting in terms of their relationship.
Oh, I'm glad you can. I genuinely was not sure what I was supposed to be getting out of this.
Well, I think that's the point, is like they're keeping it ambiguous.
Okay.
To set it for drama.
I hear that. Oh my God.
Also, Frau, I guess it was really cold because she had like a long coat over her.
Listen, when I am super sad about my crush, like paying attention to someone else, your boy loves a blanket.
Yeah. So Frau...
So like, Frau, girl, I got you.
Yeah.
I understand.
Frau was waiting with Haro.
I did not even see him. Every single episode, I have Haro blindness.
Right.
I never notice him.
Maybe green. No, because you recognize Zeon uniforms. You're not colorblind to green.
No, I'm just Haro blind. Every time he appears, nothing.
Frau knows what's up already. Like, she's figured it out in 2 seconds.
Well, yeah, he does turn a nice crimson every time he sees this woman.
So she asks, hey, where you been? Oh, the restroom. That's Amuro's excuse. Restroom's that way, in the opposite direction of where Amuro was.
I looped around the entire ship.
He doesn't.
I needed the exercise.
He doesn't even try. He's just like, yeah, whatever.
He is too in love to talk. He's just like, I tried, now I need to go be alone, bye.
Not only is he in love, he's also oblivious to Frau, because before he goes into his room, he asks her, hey, what's wrong? Because it's clearly written on her face that she's upset. And, she doesn't want to tell him because he's being a dumb, oblivious boy.
Yeah.
It's nothing. I'm going to go now. And walks away. And he's just like, okay, I don't know what that's all about. And then goes to his room.
I love these conversations between him and Frau. Like, because it always is so weird on his end. Like the mother conversation where like he watched her mother explode and then was just chatting with her about like, yeah, I haven't seen my mother in a while. Weird, huh? And I'm like, hers is dead. You saw her die. And now it's like, oh, you look sad. Okay.
Amuro
moving on. I'm done with this.
Amuro doesn't do subtlety.
Amuro doesn't do sympathy, it seems, either. But, you know, he tries. We love him for who he attempts to be.
Yeah. So that's where we leave off for the night. Morning comes. Matilda takes off in her giant yellow plane. Which I forgot it was called the Medea. Like Medea's family reunion.
Oh, I like that. Oh my God. I just want to imagine now that Tyler Perry's a Gundam fan.
He could be.
You're all the Gundam fam. I like that the idea that Tyler Perry's a Gundam fan, and then he was like, yes, yes, get my muumuu, get my wig. I found it. This name, it spoke to me.
Right.
Now here we go. We're putting on the play, and that is how it began. This is what I need.
The glory of fiction.
It's a beautiful thing.
Anyway, so everybody's watching the Medea take off, except Amuro. He must have slept in because he runs up.
But boy, does he try to get there in time.
Oh yeah, he's like out of breath and just mesmerized by the ship leaving. I don't know if he can actually see up to the window of the plane to see Matilda, but he has got goo eyes.
Yeah, he is just staring, and Noah's like, "Did you eat breakfast?"
No, not just yet. One more thing is that
Do tell.
Frau, she makes an exit before Bright has anything to say.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, she got real sad. Like
Aw.
she had like a really sad face, and then she walked away and didn't even say anything.
Okay, see, if I had noticed that, then I would have been more attuned to she probably is interested in Amuro. But I just love Noah because Noah always asks Amuro if he's eaten at the weirdest times. This comes up, and it's a nice little thing where it's like, it's super important that he as the main pilot eats when he's supposed to, sleeps when he's supposed to.
'Cause-
We need to keep him healthy.
Because y'all remember when he did that stupid plane scheme where he blacked out.
We don't speak of that. We don't speak of that terrible episode. But yeah, I love how Amuro's standing there, blushing on his face, just looking up, and Bright just is like, "Did you eat?"
Amuro, have you eaten yet? Huh? What?
Yeah, he says it in the Bright way, like very official.
And Amuro eventually snaps out of it, and he's just like, "Oh no, I haven't eaten yet. Yeah, go eat. We need you."
Yes. I can't believe I have to tell you to sleep and to eat. That you cannot accomplish these things on your own merits.
He really has become his foster dad, hasn't he?
Oh, he's basically, yes. I love that Noah is, well, I feel like he's more like a big brother to Amuro, who is at this point, he's just trying to get Amuro to live that Garfield life a little better and
Right.
eat and sleep more.
Yeah. So, Amuro actually, like, no back talk. He salutes and, yes, sir. White base takes off. The operator tells them that they show the flight patterns of both the Medea and where they're going. And at the moment, it seems like they're fine. They're in the clear.
Yeah, I was curious as to how they like sense if things are in the area or not, because later they're like, "We sensed lasers." And I was like, huh?
I think what you meant to say was their laser sensors detect something.
Yeah, excuse me, Keenan. I'm so sorry, y'all. I apologize for my common language.
How could you not know some really basic techno babble from a show that's all about space?
You know what I should have done? I just should have said the word Minovsky particles and just dropped my mic and walked away, because that seems to be the answer to everything that does not make sense.
Now you're catching on.
Yes, every time something ridiculous happens, they're like, "Well, yeah, the Minovsky particles," and I'm like,
Oh, it's because the Minovsky particles, we can't pick up their signal.
"Oh, George Lucas, you motherfucker. This is where the midichlorians came from, isn't it? It makes no sense that you don't know what's going on, but we throw it in anyway."
I joke. It should come to no surprise that this show brings up a lot of science fiction nonsense.
I love a science fiction nonsense.
So, Mirai, as always, is being very careful. He asks Bright, like, "Are you sure everything's going to be fine? Like, Zeon's not going to attack us?" "Well, we'll worry about it if they do."
Which is fair. Like, we can't know they're going to attack until they do. So
Bright doesn't always have the answers.
And we got to go somewhere. So,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yep. And it doesn't take very long for something to come up, because Matilda, whether she was looking at the plane's radar or she just saw something out of the corner of her eye, mentioned that something was shining off to the side.
Yeah, and then why did the pilot say that she could not tell what was shining?
I don't know if I wrote that down, actually, to be honest.
You didn't? Well, I remember. The Minovsky particles were too thick.
That's right. They do mention it here.
And I was like, Is it fog?
Yeah, the Minovsky particles are too dense to find out what it is.
Is it a fog?
You remember many episodes ago? I'm sure you do. Your memory's flawless.
Well, yes, everything about me is, but who's counting?
Minovsky particles, majority of the time, is used to jam radar.
I thought they made the planes fly. I'm so confused as to what Minovsky particles are.
No, the planes fly with jet fuel.
That's what they decided to keep from real Earth?
Yeah. Because the show's about realism, not robots.
I'm sorry. Could you... This show's about realism?
Realism.
Keenan... Fake science gives me a headache.
Yeah, it does.
I was so confused. He's like, oh yes, the Minovsky particles are too thick. I'm like, huh?
Anyway, here's what matters. They can't see what's below them, so Matilda's just like, okay, just go to combat speed and get the guns ready. We'll handle it when it comes up. And as it turns out, there's a spy plane ahead of them. Like one of the ones that we saw from an episode ago.
Yeah, the one that Char used to decimate White Base.
Yeah, only this time, this one doesn't have a bomb. It actually came equipped with regular guns.
Yeah. But I was concerned because I was like, oh, I've seen what that plane could do, and it is rough shit, so they better be careful.
Yeah. The Medea launches a flare to determine if it's friendly or not. They don't answer, so they assume it's an enemy. Mm-hmm. Zeon launches their own flare to let their buddies know. It's like, hey, this is nearby.
Bro squad, assemble! And they do. They get their one Zaku.
They all get dressed, except for, not everybody went with them, just a select few of them, because there's a couple of guys that are just still in like their wife beaters and brushing their teeth.
And they're like, oh, there they go. And I was like, what? Who? Is one of you the magician? Tell me true.
What's everybody doing so early in the morning? Oh, that's Corrin for you. Now that Corrin.
Oh, and I love the crew, which is a Zaku, and then a bunch of those speeders from Return of the Jedi. That is their army.
Yeah, so a new piece of Zeon tech appeared in this episode is hovercrafts. Yeah,
which Amuro just refers to as machine guns.
Yeah, so these little hovercrafts are called Wappas. Wappa.
Wappas?
Wappas, yeah.
When you go to the Burger King, you're a Wappa?
Yeah, I want a Wappa.
I'm sorry, that was a really stupid joke, but I love y'all for putting up with it.
It's okay. We're both very tired.
I'm so sleepy. I know I say that every episode.
So it's a little propeller-operated hovercraft that has a little machine gun on the top of it hanging by a crane. And it's just a man piloted thing. So they get in a bunch of those and they go speed off to do whatever their crazy plan is.
I love them. They're ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Also, Corrin got a facelift because his eyes are okay.
Yeah, it's not going to last.
Or you got corrective eye surgery.
Yeah, I literally wrote, they fixed his face in big letters in my notebook.
Poor guy, because Corrin actually is very entertaining.
I love him. and then, Amuro finds out the love of his life is in trouble.
Oh yeah, because they're getting shot up by the spy plane, And
no, the Zaku.
The Zaku also makes an appearance.
Yeah.
And what I love about this is the Zaku shows up to start shooting at them. They hit their container. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, it's empty. The Medea flies around a mountain, hides behind the mountain, and then Giel, who's the pilot of the Zaku, is looking around well, okay, where is it going to come from now? It comes from the same spot.
I love that. I love how it was ooh. It basically was a really mechanical game of peekaboo.
Yeah.
Because it just popped back out and was like, ha-ha! And he was like, what?
Starts shooting at him and almost dives right into it, so the Zaku has to duck down. But Giel's a pretty good shot. So he is able to do a little bit more damage to that plane by taking out a piece of a wing.
Wait, did he get the wing? I thought the plane got the wing and he got the cargo hold.
I think he got the wing.
The empty cargo hold.
It was a quick shot, so it might have been... I might have missed it.
Semantics. Anyway.
What's most important is what you were talking about, how Amuro's hey, Bright, I know you're just about to tell us to go after them. I'll do it. You guys stay here.
Yeah, he's like, y'all, they got that Star Fox wing where you're missing one and it just spews flames out the side. I need to go, like, save them.
And his excuse is like, oh, we're not equipped to supply the Medea. Just like, yeah, whatever, buddy.
It's like, just go. Just go. I don't have time for you to make your excuses. Just go.
I mean, Bright isn't aware of the crush at all.
No, he has no idea. Frau, 100% on the ball. Also, I think Matilda might know what's up. Bright?
Most likely, yeah. So he goes out, he starts Super Mario jumping all across the landscape.
He does.
I mean, you see how high he jumps. Like, he's jumping over mountains.
Well, because we had an episode not too long ago where, like, he was super into the jumping.
Yeah. Like, that was in that episode, Amuro was like, hey, guys, I got an idea. And that was the idea, is just jumping really high.
Yes. And so this is his thing now. He's like, yes, I have found my niche. I am the jumping Gundam.
It's the only way to travel. Unless you're in the rad bug.
If only. I hate flying, but I'd ride that.
So, yeah, he goes out to help them. Thankfully, he goes out with the bazooka and is actually pretty accurate with it this time.
Yeah, we're pretty good with the bazooka at this point. Like, it was rough when we were in space, but he's got it pretty much down.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if any of our listeners have seen a Star Wars. We've referenced it a couple of times, but...
If any of you Gundam fans have seen a Star Wars... But you never know. Like, I have podcasts all the time where they're like, "Oh, he's listening to a Sentai podcast. Yeah. Obviously, he knows what this is."
There's a clear bit of inspiration that the Gundam team took from Star Wars. Aside from like some of the outfits on Zeon, like Char's Darth Vader helmet, but the targeting computer that is in the Gundam is almost one for one what the targeting computers are in the original Star Wars movies.
Yep. The one that goes over the eye.
The one that goes over
the eye. Which
Amuro
rarely uses. He pushes it out of his face all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it is very distracting.
I mean, he uses it in that he pulls it out like every episode, and then he pushes it away.
Yeah. He needs it to make accurate shots, but otherwise, like, it's bad. It blocks your vision from everything else that's around you. So
yeah, you need that periphery.
Yeah, exactly. Although coming up, he's going to block it away for a different reason.
Yes. He is.
Don't worry, I'll fill you in.
Thank you.
So Amuro, for all intents and purposes, saves the day for now.
Yay!
He gets the Zaku to run away. He shoots the spy plane down like right, off the bat.
Yeah, and then I think we have our act break here.
Yeah, like right as he's going to chase the Zaku, that's when they go to the act break.
Yeah, and I was like, that's it? That's the episode?
It's a little quick, right? He does, I'm not sure if he actually contacted Matilda to say this before he went after that Zaku, but he wishes her good luck. And then Matilda says something back.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? She says, oh yeah, please don't get too out of hand, Amuro.
Yeah, so he's like, so his response to that is, thank you, love you, I might kill them all.
I gotta impress my honey.
Yeah. Ugh, that's the worst way that could have been phrased.
I'd say it's pretty fitting for Amuro.
Yeah, and yep. After we come back from our act break.
Yeah. So you remember the big plan.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Ooh, yes. It's time for the plan.
It's time for
with
the plan.
A capital P.
So Amuro's chasing after the Zaku. He can't find it. He stops in the middle of this forest. Like they've been in like a mountainous region this whole time, and he starts hearing something like a whirring.
Ooh, I'm here. Ooh, Keenan.
Yeah,
I'm hearing something now too. It's that sounds like episode padding. Yes, I think that's clearly what is happening. That's what I'm hearing. Do tell.
So here come the Zeon pilots. Amuro, takes a lucky guess. He points his bazooka in the middle of the forest and fires and blows away like one of them.
Yeah.
And then here come the flying drones.
Yes.
They basically come around and just to be annoying. Flies.
And P.S., before they even enact the plan, they're going to do this for a good 3 minutes of just him chasing them. Then they're in the trees. Then they're out of the trees. Then we're above the trees. Then we're in the trees.
Yeah.
Then we're out of the trees. Then we're in the trees. Then we're above the trees. Then we're below the trees. Yes, we're underground. Okay, that didn't happen. But wouldn't it be cool if it did? It goes on where I was like, so their plan is to just make him chase them into a volcano? I was like, I don't know where we're going with this.
When I first saw this, my initial thought was, okay, so they got the one Zaku. Like, obviously the Zaku isn't strong enough to actually destroy the Gundam.
Yeah, and I don't think we see it again after this point.
No, it's gone.
Yeah, it's just the machine gun. It's just the thing that you said, the word.
We could just call it hovercrafts.
That, yes, it's those.
Like, my initial thought was, okay, the Zaku's going to get the advantage on the Gundam, and then they'll be able to do something else while the Gundam is down, because obviously all their weaponry can't destroy it. However, I was wrong back then. Jeff was wrong about... actually, I'm curious, what did you think they were going to actually do?
I had no fucking clue. I just thought... I was like, these guys are going to do something dumb. That is all I knew.
Like throw a big net over it or something?
Well, no, from the last preview, I thought the entire plan was just going to them be hiding in the trees shooting at it. Because that's what last episode looked like. They're like, ooh, they're in the trees. They're in the trees. And then by the time we got to this point of the episode, we were in the trees. We were in the trees. So I just figured... that's where this was going. I did not expect what they actually did.
And good on Amuro to recognize, just like, yeah, these are machine guns. They're not going to do anything to me. Although...
oh, you say good on him to recognize, but that kind of thinking is what gets him into the situation they catch him in.
Well, a part of that was also because right before he was about to, like, shoot them, like, as soon as they came out, his hands got shaky again.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't able to actually pull the trigger immediately.
Yeah, which okay, so this threw me because when it happened, I thought he didn't feel comfortable shooting because he's really shooting at people.
Yeah.
Like you can see the people just sitting there and what they're piloting. It's not like the mobile suit where they're behind the glass in the cockpit.
Yeah.
These are just people on hovercrafts. You can see them. You're basically shooting them directly. And we've already seen him have this problem in episode 2, shooting at Char.
Yeah. And in the last episode where he actually had to go one-on-one with a gun against the Zeon soldiers that were trying to find him.
Yes, so with all of this, I thought that's what was going on, but then they don't really explain what caused it, so I assume they're setting this up for something that's coming.
Who knows? It could be another mental breakdown.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. It felt like a psychosomatic thing, but they didn't explain it in this episode what was going on. He just kind of paused.
Yeah.
They brought attention to it, and then they returned to what was going on.
So all this padding was so that the Gundam could be led to a cliff that has a whole bunch of other hovercrafts hiding beneath it.
And they're all crouched there, and they are so fucking proud of themselves because they do like a quick zoom in on their faces, and they all have shit-eating grins like, yeah, here it comes,
and then,
here it comes.
You know, Soul, one of the 3, named bros in this bro team, gives the okay sign.
Yes. Bro squad rules. They are so bad. I love them so much.
But this is where Jeff looked at me and was like, okay, maybe this wasn't as dumb as I thought.
Yeah, because it turns out they actually had a really good plan. How they decide to act after they enact the plan, I will have different opinions on.
Oh, yeah.
As I also had different opinions on how they acted before the plan. During the plan, however, very impressive.
Yeah, so the plan actually was they were going to lure the Gundam out so that they could get a surprise jump on it to strap explosive bombs. So they start flying like all over Amuro, like flies. And they're just, now in hindsight, it makes me wonder, just like, because of what Amuro does later, I'm surprised he didn't do it the first time, but I don't know, maybe he was just too surprised to do anything about it, or it was too fast. But yeah, they're just going around placing bombs all over its like structural weaknesses.
Yeah, and the Gundam is swatting at them. And my favorite part of this is there were a couple others that come out just to give like cover fire while he's doing this. And they say, boy, he's a terrible pilot, huh? And I was like, he's actually good now. You didn't see him when he was terrible. I could tell you about when he was terrible. I hit the mic. I could tell you. I'm like, no, this is good Amuro. Okay, maybe not in this moment, but y'all don't know what I've seen.
Yeah, the only reason like they're saying that is because they just can't. They're not being hit right now.
Yeah, don't you love that? They're like, hey, you're bad because I'm still alive.
Yeah.
If you were good, I'd be dead. That's such a weird logic to bring to this.
Because in reality, Amuro still had plenty of shells in that bazooka. He could have just pointed at the ground and the explosion would have just knocked them all away.
Do you think for a second Amuro would think of that plan?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I just want to make sure we were on the same wavelength here.
Amuro is just a little too reliant on the head cannons this time.
Yeah, he's my boy. He tries.
Yeah. So, and my favorite part is Chief Petty Officer Krillin somehow was able to actually land on the Gundam.
Yes!
To place a bomb.
Yes! Okay, so the entrance to the cockpit, this dude, bro, hops off, lands where you get into the Gundam, and just sticks one right there. He's standing on the Gundam. The Gundam's swatting, he's shooting with the head cannons, and this guy's just chilling like, doo-doo-doo, put a bomb, and off I go.
First of all,
it ruled.
Incredible balance to be able to stay on there while it's moving.
Yeah, oddly enough, it weirdly did not seem to be moving as much when he was standing on it as it was every other moment we saw it.
How convenient.
Yeah, isn't that strange?
The other thing is...
I'm gonna be so upset if the Dude Bros don't make it into the movie trilogy.
The other thing is that...
Your face. Keenan really loves all my completely off-topic interjections that I have been filling this episode with.
I really do, actually. So, to get off, he bungee jumps.
He does! He repels!
He repels off of it.
He golden eyes off of the dam. Like, he's like, here we go.
It was so funny. It's just like, wow, good for you, man. He's able to get off, hitch a ride, get out.
I love Bro Squad.
And then they start shooting at it because...
P.S. I forgot to mention, after Amuro saved Matilda, as Keenan could testify, I started yelling at the screen, go the fuck home, Amuro, because I didn't understand why he felt the need to stay around and just murder everyone when day is saved, go back. But no, this plan, not only is the plan good, it is 100% Amuro's fault that he gets caught in it. Because he could have just gone back to White Base after he saved Matilda.
Yeah. Honestly, he really could have. But nah. He's got to be the hero.
He had to go get caught by a bunch of dude bros under a cliff.
And he gets a little bit like cocky about it when they start shooting at him. Like, what was the quote that I wrote for?
It's something like, what do you expect to do? Or something along those lines.
Like, I copied it down word for word. Oh, yeah, here it is. He says, you don't know who I am. You think I'm a weakling. I'll show you my power.
Yes! Okay, he talks like Lord Zed, but he has this look of fear on his face while he says it. He's like, you don't know my power. I am not a weakling.
So he puts the shield up, like you do, to protect himself from the machine gun bullets.
Our 17th shield this season.
Yeah. Little does he know that those explosives are actually way more powerful than he thought.
A lot more powerful than Jeffrey thought as well, because here's how I saw this going. All the bombs go off. Gundam standing there, unfazed, and the dude bros are like, oh shit, we have made a mistake.
Yeah.
And then they die. Not what happens.
Nope. Instead, a part of the shield just blows up.
Yeah, and it just, and Amuro was like, my shield! And I was like, oh my god, it gets destroyed every week. I don't know why we're still pretending this is a big deal.
Yeah.
But when we saw that concern, my first thought was, oh, Char would be so mad if he was nearby right now, because just in this moment, they have gotten closer to destroying Gundam than he ever did.
Yeah. Now, funny you mentioned Char, because there was
Who does not appear in this episode?
He hasn't appeared in a few episodes, as it turns out.
Not since he was at the bar dressed like Hutch.
I thought when I was wrong about the plan the first time, I was like, okay, it sounds like they're going to try to do what Char did back in, what was it, episode 4 when they went to Luna 2?
Oh!
You remember where he snuck inside with a bunch of his people and they set explosives in the hangar to trap the ships?
Yes.
I thought they were going to do the same thing, but have the Gundam be a walking minefield. And as soon as White Base flies over, they were going to blow it up.
Oh, to take out both.
Yes.
Well,
but these bros are not smart enough
but they
for
didn't
that.
come up with the best plan. Keenan just gave them the best plan. Sorry, Bro Squad.
That's okay.
Hashtag Bro Squad. Get it started, people.
Yeah. Amuro realizes, okay, I still have my shield. Let me just swat these people away now with the winds
I love this so much
that it generates.
Amuro's like, you know what? Murder isn't working, but you know what will work? The elements. And he just turns his shield. We've seen the shield be a javelin. We've seen the shield be a shield. We've seen the shield basically be a boxing glove to be used to like punch someone. What we have not seen it used as is a big fan to just like, he literally just goes whoosh, whoosh, and blows them away. And they leave. And he doesn't get why they leave. We know why they're leaving, but they're like, yeah, okay, you gave us a nice breeze. Now we're out.
Perfect. Let's get out of here.
And he's like, okay, we cool. Weirdly, doesn't feel the need to chase after and murder them now. Did before, which got him in the situation that he doesn't know he's in.
Well, because thankfully Amuro quickly realizes, okay, they placed a bomb on my shield. They probably placed bombs all over me. So when Bright calls him...
Well, no, the shield... Does he blow them away after the shield explodes?
Yes.
Okay. Why did the shield explode, but the others didn't?
The bullet hit the bomb.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay, that's right. Now I remember. They were shooting at him. Okay, never mind. All right, they put the bombs on it. Let me walk through the timeline for you all. They put the bombs on the Gundam. Then the other guys came in with the cover fire to try to shoot the bombs to make them explode. The only one they succeeded in hitting was the shield, which he then used as the half of his destroyed shield as a wind turbine to blow them away. And then they decided, well, he's going to explode anyway. I don't know if I don't know if it's revealed here what they choose to do.
It's not yet.
We're going to discuss it when I tell you how they decide to wait out this.
As we've established, the way that these guys come up with plans is
hashtag Bro Squad.
It's like they do it only the only way bros can.
Keenan teases, but we have a few good friends at work who are hardcore bros, and I was like, "Oh, this is the plan they would come up with."
I thought the same thing.
This is from the beginning of the episode till now. It was 100%. I was like, "Oh, there goes Ryan. Here we go.
There goes Dan."
Yep. Yeah. Oh, Nate bringing up the rear. They will never listen to this episode and realize how funny we are talking about them.
I don't know. I got Ryan to listen to an episode.
Yeah, he listened to like maybe half an episode, but then he gets frustrated that he can't keep up and he just deletes all his podcasts.
Oh, what a jerk.
No, I get it. But we're happy you all are here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad that you thought the same thing when I saw these guys. I was like, oh yeah, these are totally the bros that we have.
I'm like, oh, Bro Squad.
So, yeah, Bright calls up Amuro and, asks for a status update. Bright, I think I'm covered in bombs. Help.
Yeah. And then here's the thing. From this point on is when, for the characters in the show, this turns into a terrifying tragedy. And to Jeffrey sitting, nibbling his jalapeno poppers, which were delicious, it becomes a comedy.
Oh, absolutely.
Because this whole thing is ridiculous. And I just want to make it clear now, everyone in White Base is sobbing through this whole thing. But it just, to watch it from the outside, this whole thing is bananas.
Yeah. They go to an open clearing. They park the Gundam in a way that like the Gundam is like the body is like tilted at like a 70-degree angle.
A better description, not a better description, excuse me, Keenan, that was very rude. Another description is like when you and your friends are like hanging out in a park and you're sitting on the grass and you're leaning back and just chilling. That is the pose the Gundam is in.
Yeah,
he's in a chilling pose, like he's
Yes.
hanging out at a picnic.
So, our friend Omer.
Yeah, Omer, like, who's been here forever
Yeah.
and who's our favorite character. Like, I talk about Omer all the time. Like, remember him in the Garma episode? Like, he's what helped comfort me through those tough times.
What a standout character.
Like, he is just... You know what? We don't talk about him enough, but he really is the highlight of the show.
That afro he's got.
Yeah, first of all, it's stunning. Second of all, I love the representation.
Yeah.
Third of all, I mean, he's Omer. Like, he's our favorite. We've always talked about, like, how much we love him.
He's our bomb expert. He's been with us the whole show.
Every single episode. It's like, like the only person who I trust more than Mirai. It's like, wait, did we ask what Omer thinks before we continue?
Yeah. So they call for Omer to come down.
And dropping the kayfabe for a moment, I went, who the fuck is Omer?
Yeah, so the reality is that Omer is a character that was just introduced in this episode.
Yeah, they have him, though he's designed to look like a main character. So like, I thought the show was fucking with me. And I was like, has he been here the whole time? Is he in the opening credits?
Yeah, and then I started screwing with you, and you picked up on it right away. You're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because didn't you say, you were like, yeah, Omer.
Yeah, Omer.
Yeah, we've done this. Like, and I was like, this can't. I can't. This show has done this to me.
So
it's like, how did I forget? I started to remember Omer after you started manipulating me. I started to remember him being in the show. That's how much this nonsense fucked with me.
Oh, I'm so happy right now because this is the dumbest thing.
Yeah, I just went, who the fuck is Omer? I was so like, who? And he comes out in like the same outfit as Amuro, looking like well
hold on. First of all, so he's their bomb disposal guy. They mentioned that.
Yes.
He comes out, does a little magnetic scan on the bomb and just like, okay, well, there's not much I can do.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Which is fair, because if there's one thing we've learned in the last 14 episodes, it's that Omer, you just gotta trust what he says. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, thanks, bomb disposal guy.
You know what?
We
have known him for 10 minutes. He's still more useful than Kai.
In this episode or in general?
I'm gonna say in general.
Really? Okay.
Keenan, the one time he really fought, he succeeded only by using the law of gravity.
Yeah, but it was great, though.
Okay, yes, it was great. And that's one of my favorite moments of the show. You also know he's hot useless.
He also got Amuro into doing something really stupid last episode.
Yeah, notice how you're not helping his case.
I know, that's the point.
In the 10 minutes we've known Omer, he is more useful than Kai has been the entire show.
I know, but it just...
Which is why I love Kai, let me be clear.
Yeah.
The fact that he's a shit is why I love him.
But the thing is like, I thought, okay, they're going to have Omer do the work because he's the bomb guy. He's not able to do it. Okay, great. Now what?
Yeah, I was also like, okay, so what are you going to do?
Also, he had to change of clothes like mid-frame.
He did. Okay, so he goes from being an officer to being an Amuro in 12 seconds because we see him and he's in the gray Federation uniform, and then we cut and all of a sudden he does a quick change into the blue Federation uniform.
Yeah.
And Keenan apparently had not noticed this in his pre-watch, which, Keenan, shame. Shame on you.
Don't worry, that's not the only thing that I'm wrong about in this episode.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm certainly not going to bring up anything later that tracks back to the opening of our episode, but that's fine.
No, you're my friend. Why would you ever do that?
I would never do that because I adore you, Keenan, and I would never treat you that way. Yeah, they have a little oopsie with Omer's clothes where he just just wearing different clothes in each frame.
Yeah, you know.
But
because that's what Omer do.
Well, exactly. Because you know how an Omer do.
Yeah.
And he is their the writers and animators' most popular characters. So they want to get the chance. Well, because you want to see Omer in all the fashions.
Number one in polls.
In every poll. Every poll, it's Omer.
So
we have killed this bit, but it's still fun.
I love every minute of it.
I'm still enjoying it. It's bad, but I still love it.
You know who else is enjoying it? The bros.
These fuckers. Okay, I have to take over now, Keenan. These motherfuckers. Did they go back to base? No. Did they get what I would consider even a reasonably safe distance away? No. They are sitting on a grassy knoll, chilling, watching this whole thing go down, being like, yeah, what up? What up, Scott? Yeah, we showed him. Let's sit here and watch the explosion. They are so fucking proud of themselves. And this is just where they'll be from now on. They decide to just sit and chill and they're super relaxed. They're having a great bro time. They're just like, yeah, let's watch a murder. Like, yeah, right, broski? Someone went back for the beers. Someone went to go pick up the natty ice.
Absolutely.
And they're ready to go.
Like, they're about to watch fireworks at 4th of July.
Yeah, and the favorite thing is he's like, yeah, look, they checked the bombs. You can't take off those bombs. You can't. What you gonna do about it? Like, the bros don't play.
Oh, the timer's set for 30 minutes. Oh, it's counting down. It looks like you only got 12 minutes.
It looks like they only got 12 minutes. What are they gonna do?
Like, these schmucks.
I fucking love them. They are. And here's my favorite part of this, which, Keenan, you brought up a good. Here's the thing. I said, Keenan, they could just go over there and shoot. Not even the Gundam, but Amuro, and end this. To which Keenan said, logically, keyword logically, yeah, but White Base would wipe them out with the machinery they have versus these little hovercrafts. I would like to make a counterpoint.
Okay.
These guys are morons. I do not believe for 1 second that they would even realize that White Base could wipe them out.
Yeah.
Which is why I was like, oh my god, guys. Also, here's the other thing. Gundam couldn't hit them. If they just do like the little fly pattern, who says White Base is gonna hit them? Instead, my favorite thing is they just want to sit and admire their own work because they are that fucking proud of themselves.
Absolutely.
They're like, let's go have a picnic.
Like, this is why Jeff, at the start of this podcast, is like, I hope the chief petty officer means what it means.
Yes! Because he literally just is like, and now we planted, now I'm going to watch us be cool. Because we did the cool thing.
Now, I do want to point something out on a technological level.
Oh, good, because the science is so real here. I'm thrilled that we can highlight it.
So, while it may have sounded like a joke, the episode does state that these bombs are going to go off in 30 minutes.
These bombs shaped like Legos.
Yeah, you know, they gotta put their mega blocks on.
Listen, first of all, they're bright ass pink, which I loved. It was very on my color scheme.
Yeah.
And then if you pull up the bombs, there's just 2 little holes, like where you stick the Legos in if you're going to build a tower.
Of course.
It's great.
So, the problem is, at least it's not a problem I have because they do explain it, is that I'm surprised they didn't set the timers off to be shorter.
No, they did the Divatox timer.
Or it's operating on Frieza minutes.
Here's the thing. I get, well, okay, here's the thing I will give them. Their original plan was to shoot them and blow them up, but then they got a little scared and realized maybe this isn't the best plan. Maybe this isn't the safest plan. So they were planning to blow them up faster. Secondly, you never know what's going to happen in a battle. It probably is better to leave a little more of a cushion so you can get away, because they don't want to be there, like super close by when the whole thing blows up. Because you can shoot from kind of a distance and turn around and fly away, or like hit reverse. But if you're like all up in the Gundam, you don't want to be there when that thing goes.
Yeah. The other thing is, what would have been a really good move on their part, but they're bros, so of course they're not going to do this.
P.S. to all the bros out there, only these bros are idiots. And the ones that we know are not idiots, but they do have their doofus tendencies and would totally come up with this plan.
Yeah.
You are not idiots. You are perfect angels.
Yeah.
Let me just be clear.
I'm being facetious.
This is not an attack on bro culture.
No, absolutely not. That being said, I'm surprised the Zaku, again, did not like have a moment where it's like, okay, they don't see me. I could just take aim, fire at maybe one of the bombs and set all of them off.
Yeah, no, we're done with the Zaku.
No, we're done with him.
We never see it again. It is persona non grata, gone.
Giel is he probably parked it just so he can go do this kegger with all these guys.
I don't even think he makes it to them. I think he's still running to them in the woods somewhere.
Or he was the one who was in charge of picking it up and he's just falling behind.
He's going back and now he's currently hanging out with the guy with the toothbrush because they decide to like pregame.
The other thing is,
I want Bro Squad to last forever. I want them to go into Zeta Gundam. I want them to retire and die of old age in Victory Gundam because I believe that's maybe quote unquote question mark the last one in the timeline. I want Bro Squad forever.
Yes,
I love them.
Yes, I would love to see fan art of these idiots.
Oh my god, yes, bro. But before you do that, please do Gundam's unconnected legs running around kicking tents.
Followed by Hot Dad.
Followed by Hot Dad, followed by Bro Squad. This is the assignment. Draw.
Thank you all so much. You are all wonderful.
Yes. And you do not need to do fan art. Please just enjoy the show. That's all we want for you.
This is all in good fun.
But if you feel like it.
I'm just saying. So the other thing is I thought just like, okay, well, why do they have a remote detonator? And just do that. But they reveal that it's like, no, because we're a patrol squad, they don't give us the good toys.
They do, and they kind of say it like that, too. They're like, couldn't we just, like, blow it up with a switch? He's like, nah, they give us, like, super high-powered bombs. Not a way to make them explode from a safe distance, though. So, you know, you take the good, you take the bad.
Yeah. So, since Omer has proven himself to be quite useless...
Though will remain a principal player for the rest of the episode.
Never forget Omer.
In every shot. Well, he is like basically the main character next to Amuro. Like we've established this episodes ago.
Meanwhile, all of the Joe Blows are hanging out and watching from binoculars.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm gonna need you to all of the what now?
Oh, okay.
The huh now?
If you're implying what I think you're implying, I retract
I'm
my
not
statement.
implying anything. I literally did not understand what you said.
Oh, I said Joe Blows.
Now I'm implying something.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought you would do.
Just checking.
Jeff.
No, moving on.
You're my dear friend.
Yeah.
Amuro takes it upon himself because he is pretty good with mechanics. He's going to be the one to disarm it because it's his robot. He doesn't want to put anyone else in danger. Even though Bright was initially going to volunteer to do it, he's like, no, you go back. I'll take care of it.
Disarming the bombs is the most bananas thing.
Because it's not like you would see like in movies, you know, like, oh, cut the blue wire or the red wire kind of thing. He has like...
a metal detector? What looks like a mini metal detector.
And what I assume that it does is that these bombs are... they're magnetic, so that's how they're able to stick onto the Gundam since it's all machine.
It messes with the Minovsky particles?
Oh, of course. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, get it together, Keenan.
Of course. So he's able to wave the magic wand, and suddenly it's able to get off. It doesn't disarm it, but he's able to get it off the machine and kind of like gently set it off to the side. And over the course of the next couple of minutes, he gets one bomb, then two, then three, then four.
It makes no sense. He literally hovers this thing above it, and then it's just like bloop. Yeah. After we get a whole explanation how you cannot pull the bombs off.
But apparently he can.
Yeah, well, all you gotta do is run it under like your little metal detector, and then it'll be cool. P.S. This entire sequence of Amuro removing the bombs is cut between him and the bros, giving a running Muppets ass commentary on everything Amuro does.
Like they're doing a play-by-play.
It fucking rules. They just keep coming back. Ooh, he's got another bomb. How many seconds does he have? 20 seconds of the clock, Jim. Okay, look, we go. Here we go. How many more is he gonna get? Oh, look, he's going for the one on the foot. Is he gonna get the one on the foot? Here we go. Here we go. He's crazy. Yeah, he's crazy, right? But what if he does it? Like,
now it's a horse race.
Okay, here's the thing. And you know this is true, Keenan.
Yeah.
There is a shift after about 2 of the 6 bombs where they are 100% pretending to like they wanted to blow up when really they clearly want him to get them all. Like they are super impressed by him and they clearly shift to rooting for him at a certain point.
Which is so funny because they're the enemy.
It's great. No, but here's the thing I love. Because much like our bro friends, they're really lovable dudes.
It's like
they're in a war and they're gonna like do war shit.
Yeah.
But then they're like, hey, that guy's hella cool. You know what? Yeah, he is cool.
It's like if Bulk and Skull had more friends.
Bulk and Keenan, first of all, I'm very offended. Bulk and Skull are not bros. If anyone is bros, it's Jason and Tommy.
Okay, yeah, but
like Jason and Tommy are unrealistically good people. But if they were treated like actual teenagers, yeah, that would be their plan, and that's who would be hanging out on the hill.
But you know what I mean, though, because Bulk and Skull spend a majority of their time trying to discover who the Power Rangers are, only to eventually be the ones to keep their secret.
Not really. They don't find out the Power Rangers are the Power Rangers until in space, and then the entire planet finds out at the same time Bulk and Skull do.
No, because what about, wasn't there an episode of Mighty Morphin where like they saw them and then their minds got erased or something? Well, yeah, their minds got erased. They don't remember who they are after that. Yeah, but for like a moment, like they were willing to be like, yeah, we're totally not gonna spill the beans or anything like that.
Oh, they don't even say that. They just try to save them because they're like, oh, this monster's gonna murder everyone.
Okay, that's even better then.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about these guys looking at Amuro trying to disarm all these bombs.
Whatever floats your boat, Keaton. I have so many opinions, but this is not the podcast for that.
Okay, then. Thanks for the vote of confidence, buddy.
Do you see how pissy he gets over just the littlest disagreement? Keenan?
Y'all don't have to hear what I have to hear every day.
Excuse you! That's it, we're canceled. Canceled the house.
Canceled until episode 15.
Canceled till episode 15. There will be no more Gundam guys until episode 15.
Let's move along because Amuro's only got like a few bombs left. And yeah, the tension like really swings in this between like everybody in White Base is starting to panic because the time is running out.
Yeah, let me set the scene. Amuro taking care of the bombs. Really high stakes. Bros chilling on a field, giving running commentary. White Base. Everyone sobbing in the window, terrified, crying for their friend because they're scared.
It's really just Frau, but yeah.
No, everyone has tears running down their face.
I didn't see tears. I saw a look of worry.
Omar even has tears going down his face.
I'll have to take a closer look at that then, because it only looked like Frau is the one who clearly had like water running, but
I don't know if every character had it, but more than just Frau had tears running down their face.
Okay.
I know Omar did because he's our favorite character and I would never miss it.
I know, he's Amuro's best friend.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's everyone's best friend.
He's everyone's best friend.
Like, he's who everyone trusts for, everything.
We've written this bit so far.
Well, I'm so sorry. But we're having fun. I hope you are too.
I'm having such a great time. Continue, Jeff.
Yes. Where did we leave off?
Frau's in tears. And...
Yes. Oh, Keenan knows I have notes about this.
Yeah.
I'm going to allow what happens next because Frau is a child.
And hysterical.
Well, yeah, because she's already watched her entire family blow up. Now her best friend, maybe love interest, she also thinks she's going to watch blow up. Mm-hmm. So she wants to run outside and Mirai stops her. And within 2 seconds, she's like, you're all cowards. And that includes you, Mirai. Mirai, how dare you? You suck. You do this. I'm like, I am allowing you to talk to my queen this way because you are a child, but you are a child who has gone through extreme trauma, and that trauma is being triggered by what is happening. Mm-hmm. Hayato is also 100% crying the whole time.
Okay. I'll trust you.
I just remember because when he was running to go help Amuro outside, he had tears streaming down his face.
Yeah, but that was when he was running to go get him. I was talking about when they just do that panning shot of all of them looking through the window.
Oh my God. You are going to nickel and dime me on this.
Well, for good reason, because I'm about to eat crow in a little bit.
I'm going to make it so much worse when we get there now. I was going to be nice. Oh, there was still water in there. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Jeff.
Oops.
This is my co-host who throws a cup of water while I have electrical equipment.
No. I threw a primarily not totally empty cup of water at you. And that cup the rest of it was filled with my love.
Don't tear a hamstring backing up.
That's it.
Goodbye.
Oh, shit.
He almost tripped.
Goodbye, all. Goodbye, friends. Fernando, keep in touch. I'm sorry. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I can't do that to the fans.
Oh, man.
I am so wet. It all splashed over me.
What has happened to the show?
Gotten real weird at this point.
What has happened?
P.S. As I said at the beginning, nothing happens in this episode, but we are just adding.
Okay. Continue.
So Mirai and her have that. Mirai calms her down because Mirai's perfected everything. Mm-hmm. And so after basically not letting Frau out, they instead let Hayato and Ryu out.
And Kai.
Which the logic escapes me, but fine.
Why? Because Kai can't do anything?
Am I wrong?
I mean,
you trust him with explosives? I mean, okay.
He pulls it off.
Yeah.
He was like 2 seconds away, though, from messing up.
Yeah, but they also had Kai be, like, barely speaking useful Kai, not hella sassy, useless Kai, which is my favorite Kai.
Right. Or bro Kai, where he wants Amuro to do cool stuff.
See, Keenan, you do not understand the bro of it all.
I clearly don't.
Bro is a very specific genre of human. We'll discuss it after the show. I'll give you a bro class.
Oh, okay. Jeff being the expert on bros, apparently.
We're going to bro school. Oh, your boy knows a bro.
Anyway, so yeah, they all come out to help Amuro because the last bomb is actually hidden underneath the Gundam's arm. And he's not able to get it.
And he's just crawling at the dirt. And by this point, Bro Squad, very invested in this. Yeah. They're like, oh my God, the last one, what's he gonna do? And he's just clawing at dirt. I don't exactly know what his plan is. I'm guessing it's to try to crawl under, but he's just like a cat kneading at the covers.
It would have taken too long for that to happen anyway, so they do the right thing, and they get in the cockpit, they have the arm lift up just enough.
This was my favorite, because Hayato fucking jumps up there, and it's like, yes, gets in the cockpit, lifts. I love Hayato. This tiny little boy just leaps up and is like, yes, I will pilot this machine. And it's like, whoop. And then Amuro gets the bomb off.
Hayato is, at the time, I identified with Hayato so much.
I adore Hayato. He's one of my favorite characters because he reminds me of my dear friend Keenan, who I adore so much and who treats me so poorly.
Hopefully for the right reasons and not because he's short.
The slander!
Don't think I didn't hear that snide comment before that.
Shenanigans.
So they all get the bombs together into a truck. And they drive off with Kai takes one truck with all the bombs in it. Ryu and Hayato are in another one. They drive up with them just far enough so that the bombs don't, get everybody in the blast. Kai leaves. He gets in the truck with Ryu and everybody else. They barely escape the explosion.
This explosion is no fucking joke. Also, it's pink and I love it.
Yeah, Yeah.
I thought that was a weird color choice, but I was a big fan.
Yeah, it almost like sent the car flying.
But yeah, I was like, oh, that would have destroyed the Gundam, all right.
Yeah, and the bros, like, all they could do is just be like, wow, good job.
They thought it was cool. They were like, he's crazy, right? Yeah, he's crazy.
So crazy. He should be on our team.
He's so crazy. He should be on Bro Squad. I fucking love Bro Squad. And this is not, y'all just wait. Maybe my favorite moment in all of Gundam is coming up. And it's also my favorite moment because Keenan, you're thinking of one thing I'm going to drag you on. I'm thinking of two things I'm going to drag you on because you just wait.
Because admittedly, like, it didn't even come together until I heard
your response was so funny. But,
until I heard the voice, I was like, oh my God, yeah.
But yeah, this is where I wrote that the dude bros.
So they all...
I forgot. You know who the dude bros remind me of?
Who?
You ever see that episode of Batman the Animated Series where the rich kids are all running around in masks and they're
you mentioned it earlier.
Not on the show. I was trying to. It was a bit, Keenan. I mentioned it before we started the show.
Oh
I thought
you're right.
We're gonna have this conversation. You were just stepping on my bits all day today. But anyway, yes. So if you all have seen that episode of Batman where he's just fighting like the three dumb rich kids, that's who this team is. That's who Bro Squad is.
Which I agree with.
Yes, but they're super happy for Amuro, even though he fucked up their plan. Because they're like, well, if you're gonna fuck it up, at least fuck it up cool.
Yeah.
And he fucked it up cool.
So we're gonna go change and admire them.
Getting ahead of yourself, Keenan, because first, everyone decides to hang out around Gundam.
Yeah, to make sure that Amuro and everybody's okay.
Yeah, everyone on White Base is just chilling, hanging outside around the Gundam. And then the greatest shit happens, and Keenan didn't even know the greatest shit was happening.
Mm-hmm.
So this van drives up. Is it how do we know? It could be an enemy.
Right.
It could be an enemy combatant.
Yeah.
They could have a weapon. It could be the Swiss Family Robinson. We don't know. We don't know who's driving up.
All we know is that they spotted it.
All it is and Lord bless their hearts. This is my favorite shit ever. They were so impressed with how crazy Amuro is. They decide to basically dress down to their undergarments, and just like they're under like tank tops and like shorts.
Mm-hmm.
It's the dude bros in like a minivan driving up to just be like, hey, you're Federation, right? First of all, I thought this was some scheme of theirs. No.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, is that the pilot over there? Hey, man, you're crazy, but you're cool. And then they drove away, and that's it.
Yeah.
They just thought Amuro was so cool, they could not go back to the base without meeting him. And that, I loved them so much. And you know what else I loved is then Keenan turns to me and goes, wouldn't it have been cool if that was the bros who did that? Because Keenan could not recognize Krillin's distinct voice and just thought this was a random group of civilians that the producers decided, we're done with the bros. Let's just have a random group of dudes drive up and say, hey, man, you're cool, and leave. And that's it. Which now, as I say it, does sound entertaining. But I was very happy to see it's Bro Squad, who just thought Amuro was so cool, they had to meet him.
And Amuro doesn't even really have an answer for that.
He's still dazed because he, like, almost died. They just kind of, like, bro-a him and drive away. There's not a conversation much of anything. They just drive up and they're like, hey, we're passing through. You, man, you ride this thing? Yeah, you do. Bye. Done. We're done. Bro Squad out.
Yep. And that's pretty much the end of the episode.
Yes. But it's the best. Listen, I'm going to be real with you all. You could get up on the mic. That was the best fucking ending to any episode of the show. Hashtag Team Bro Squad. Hashtag Bro Squad for life. Hashtag I wish they were the new villains of the show. I want them in every episode, and we're never going to see them again. And I'm devastated. I have no proof we're never going to see them again. I have a feeling we're never going to see them again. And I am devastated because they're the fucking best.
Who knows? Big shrug.
Keenan plays it so coy. And then
I have to write out what little shred of dignity I have.
And then we begin the episode preview with about 2 seconds into it. They're like, they run into, yes, this is exactly what the narrator said. Yeah, hey, they run into the Gallop and the Goof.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, huh. Now, as I remember, in episode 12, and at the beginning of this very episode, feel free to rewind and hear it, Keenan, tell me if I'm wrong. I never want to falsely accuse you.
He enjoys this so much.
If I am correct, did we say that they never in the course of the series say the name of the ship? Maybe it's just me. That sounds crazy. Though we wouldn't have said that, would we? Keenan, do tell.
There was no we involved.
Mm-hmm. That's right. It was just you, wasn't it? Please do tell.
It was me.
Yes. So Keenan, the Gundam guy, the one in charge of like making sure we know everything, you may remember very confidently say, in 2 separate episodes, including this one, they never tell us the name of the blue not Zaku Zaku. Until, of course, this week's episode preview where they clearly call it the Goof. Not the Goof, though I wish it was the Goof.
So do I.
But the Goof. And if y'all don't think I'm going to be keeping a counter next week of every time they say the name of this mobile suit, you have learned nothing of me. Right, Keenan? Didn't we have fun this week? I had the most fun.
I did have a lot of fun.
I was about to say, like, you started giggling right away, so you also had fun.
I did. How can you not enjoy these group of people?
Bro Squad?
Bro
or
Squad.
Me?
Bro Squad.
And then...
And Jeff.
Canceled. Canceled the house. Y'all, I just would like to say to all of our listeners that if you sat through the train wreck of this week's episode,
thank you.
We love you the most. We are messy as fuck, and we love that you come to hang out with us. You fucking rule.
Yeah. Now, obviously, you know, the illusion is shattered. I am a fraud.
Oh, no, you made it sad.
That's how I get back at you. I make you feel bad.
What the shar are you doing to me?
I am human, and I admit that I am wrong.
I am not the Garma to your shar who you can emotionally manipulate in this way.
I'm speaking to the audience. I admit that I'm wrong about the goof. I will be...
Don't you mean the goof? Oh, wait, sorry.
Yeah. I clearly don't remember some things about the show as well as I used to.
Keenan, I'm so sleepy, and we sound like crazy people at this point in the episode.
Especially because you were doing a bit and almost tripped on the way out.
There's a lot of cords, and that's a very unstable rug.
I thought you tripped over the chair.
I might have. I honestly don't know. Look at this. This is literally like a minefield of hazards that you have laid between me and the door.
It's true. I do have a very bad table setup.
Y'all, I just want to say this is some of the most fun I've had recording.
Me too.
I don't know if this is going to sound like a good episode. This might be just trash, but I had a lot of fun talking about this.
But you know what? It's our fun trash, and I'm going to own it.
Yes, Keenan.
High five.
High five. So thank you all for coming along with us for this one. If you would like to get in contact with us, you can reach, we have a Twitter. It's at Gundam Guys. That's where I run that. So no spoilers. Mm-hmm. If you want to send spoilers, we have our fabulous hashtag, which Keenan is actually like seeing people use now, which is great. If you want to talk about anything that happened after this episode in the Gundam series, use the hashtag. Do not tweet at the show Twitter, first of all. Second of all, you can either tweet at Keenan or just use the hashtag Mobile Suit Jeffrey. That's Jeffrey. and Keenan will see it and be able to interact with you. I just had that blocked so that way you guys can talk to Keenan about the seasons you love. Maybe you want to ask him a question about Unicorn. Maybe you want to ask about some stuff that I don't know because, Keenan's our pal and you want to talk about other Gundam stuff with him, as you should be able to.
Yes.
So just contact him directly using that hashtag so that way I don't see it, and then you can have all the fun Gundam times with Keenan. He's very nice on the internet. You'll love him. It's a great, so reach him for that. For me, if you want to talk about the episodes that we've had, or Gundam Wing or G Gundam, that's all I have for you, or the impeccable SD Gundam Force, then tweet directly at the Twitter or anything else you want to tell me. We also have our email, which is thegundamguys@outlook.com. I also run that, so no spoilers there, please.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know what, let's do this. If you put spoilers in bold in the title, you can send it to the email, and then I could just forward it to Keenan. So if you would feel more comfortable contacting us by email, but you want to talk to Keenan about something Gundam related that is after the point we're at, then if you email it to me with spoilers in the title, I will send you a thank you and forward it to Keenan so he can respond to you.
Yeah, but it'll probably be a lot easier if you just hit up my Twitter at @KScottPearson. That's Scott with 2 T's. You can do, like what Jeff mentioned, you can ask me questions, talk to me about anything Gundam related, find out how much more of a fraud I can be.
I know, I'll be keeping a lookout.
I promise you next episode I'll make it up.
Well, it is your turn to bring the snack next week. So
I'll do more than just bring the snack.
Okay.
Because funny you mentioned frauds.
I don't know where this is going.
Sunrise pulled a fast one on us.
Are we sure we want to be talking about this on our Gundam podcast with the term fraud in it?
Which we will talk about in the next episode.
Y'all, I have no idea what he's talking about. No joke. So I am very excited to see and then to listen to it afterwards and make sure we don't have to cut anything so Sunrise does not come for us because they can buy and sell us.
I give Sunrise all of my money. There is no reason for them to come after me.
Yes, but like Keenan said, it's easy to reach him on Twitter, but if you don't have a Twitter and you still want to be able to talk to Keenan about stuff, just send it to thegundamguys@outlook.com and I will forward it to him.
Mm-hmm. So, again, thank you all.
Is that it? Is that all we have?
That's all we got.
Okay. Oh, but you can listen, obviously.
On Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, any podcatcher that's out there, because now they're starting to... they're starting to show up in random podcatchers that I have never heard of.
You know what? I love it though because someone's using them.
Yeah, somebody's using them.
So check us out, hit us up, chat with us.
We hope you all had a good time as much as we did.
Listen, Keenan, we tease. I had a really good time tonight. Thank you for a wonderful episode.
And thank you, Jeff.
And thank y'all. You're the best. Peace out.